And everyone wants advice. And what I have found is that really good mentors, they don't really ever give advice. Like they will only ask questions. What you can't apply to every situation is I'll sleep on it. What you can't apply to every situation is can I afford it? And if you got to put it on a credit card, you can't afford it. Like that's rule number one. Maybe that's a low hanging fruit. If you got to go into debt to buy something, you cannot afford it. My ex-father-in-law was a president of a bank. He had 6 people come through who had won the lottery while he was president. 5 of them went bankrupt.
I think it's a good place for me to come in with a little bit of my personal experience with buying things. And my friends tend to tell me I have a bit of an Amazon addiction, right? So I just moved into a new place and I found myself online on Amazon buying like tens of things. So new kettle, new ironing board, a new blanket, new duvet. But I suppose what I'm trying to ask and what we're trying to get at, which I think is really helpful for our audience, is how do you define what is really necessary? I know we kind of asked this before, but maybe in a more concrete sense, where would you tell me? Where would you tell me there when I'm about to press checkout? Where would you come to me and say, no, you don't need that item, but I'll come to you and say, well, I do need a microwave because I need to cook my food. So when is that a bit too much?
Yeah, it's funny, man. It's like I have been mentoring for a very long time. And this is a very common like mentoring situation. And everyone wants advice. And what I have found is that really good mentors, they don't really ever give advice. Like they will only ask questions. And I'm trying to think of the right question to ask you because I cannot say anything that's going to like help you define a feeling. And I certainly won't give you a rule that you can go use until it works. And then it doesn't work. And you can be like, that rule didn't work. And I mean, that's where advice, that's where that road goes. So you want to know whether or not you need a microwave. I mean, the question is, what do you need to ask yourself before you buy something? Like, do I need it? Clearly, that's not the question because that's not working for you. Maybe the question is like, can I live without it? In fact, if you go to the minimalists.com, I'll have to send you the link.
Yeah,
but there's literally a wall. As well. Yeah, there's a link specific to this wallpaper, and it's 5 questions to ask before you buy something. Like, can I afford it? Like, do I need it? Can I go without it? Can I upgrade it? But those are questions that we came up with, and so those are great questions. And if you want to write those down, like those are great to write down. But the idea is, what question do you need to ask for yourself before you buy something? So for me, it's like, the question I will ask, I'll give you a perfect example. My wife and I were out the other day and there was this really nice necklace she liked. Wasn't super expensive, but it was like, I'm like, oh, okay, let's sleep on it. And so we slept on it. And here's the funny thing, she really wanted it, but we always sleep on stuff anyway. Like, it's not like I told her to sleep on it. I'll sleep on stuff for me too. Sure. So we slept on it. The funny part is I am the one waking up thinking about getting it for her. She has not even mentioned it. So it's like, for me, now the question is like, does she really need it? And so now like literally the thing that I have in my head is, A, like it might make a nice birthday gift or something because her birthday is coming up. Or B, if she brings it up, we'll talk about it, So you can't apply that. What I just told you can't apply that to every situation, right? Sure. It's really but what you can apply to every situation is I'll sleep on it. What you can't apply to every situation is, can I afford it? And if you got to put it on a credit card, you can't afford it. Like that's rule number one. Maybe that's a low hanging fruit. If you got to go into debt to buy something, you cannot afford it. And it's funny because like I do not do debt anymore. Like even with my cars. So it's like I spent $12,000 saving up for years to get this car. And I got to tell you, like, it is so nice to not have a car payment. And anytime I start fantasizing about a Tesla, which like that is my fantasy car, right? Every time I start fantasizing about a Tesla, all I can think about is spending $60,000 cash on a car. Like, A, how am I going to get that 60 grand cash and then handing that over? So it's like, just with that mindset of not going into debt will prevent some from buying too much and spending too much.
Yeah, something I do actually, which I think we could recommend to our viewers as well, or I used to do. Unfortunately, I've slightly fallen out of the habit, but I used to, when I wanted something, I have a spreadsheet where I'd put it on a wish list, put the amount, and I would put the date, and then I would have to wait at least 2 weeks, and I would come back, and then I would see how I felt about it, right? Because I think a lot of it is like the twitch, right? Which is, oh, I want that now. And when you wait and you resist that initial instinct, I think you can really easily decide that you don't need something. I think that could be helpful as well.
Absolutely, man. And you know what's funny is, like, first off, I just want to say I love the attention to detail. Like, my ADD brain, like, spreadsheets make me nervous just thinking about them. But I admire
maybe that's why I stopped.
but I really do admire that attention to detail. Like, that's amazing, man. Milburn, he has a mind like that I really, really enjoy, like watching how he kind of organizes things and you know, he approaches his life. But no, the other thing too is the delayed gratification, man. Like, there actually is something with the delayed gratification, even like with this necklace. It's almost like, I'm pretty sure I'll get it for her birthday, and which we hardly ever buy each other birthday gifts. This is what's so great about it. It's like, hey, we never get each other gifts. I know she really likes that necklace. If I get her, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a very meaningful thing. Like, it's a whole experience. It's not like a trinket that I'm going to get her. But the point being is, like, just delaying that and really, like, just having the right timing with it. Like, if we would have bought it right there in the spot, I wouldn't be able to surprise her with it on her birthday. So there is a timing thing too with what you're talking about that makes the experience that much better if we time it right.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think people tend to chase material wealth despite many of them knowing that it's not going to lead to long-lasting happiness? Or do you think people just genuinely think that it's going to bring them long-lasting happiness? I'll
tell you why I did it. It's because I knew that money didn't buy happiness. I knew material wealth wouldn't buy happiness, but I just wanted to try it out for myself, to be honest with you. I thought everybody else was doing it wrong, you know? And it's low-hanging fruit. I mean, if you want me to speak in general terms about everybody, I kind of mentioned it earlier, how money seems like an easy lever to pull. If I win the lottery, then my life would be so much better. Sure, it would be so much better financially, you know? My ex-father-in-law, I was married at like 18, divorced at 20. My ex-father-in-law was a president of a bank. He had 6 people come through who had won the lottery while he was president. 5 of them went bankrupt. One of them I knew, actually. I didn't know him, but I met him. And he was living in a trailer, no running water, it was a very sad, and I'm not going to sit here and badmouth the guy because he's a very nice guy. But it's like, people think that money is the easy answer. I thought it was the easy answer. Sometimes I still think it's the easy answer. You know, it's like, I'm not immune to thinking that a big bag of cash isn't going to solve my problem sometimes, you know? So it looks like an easy answer. And I think that we all want easy answers, but we all really want our simple answers, but we know that simple ain't easy, you know? Growing up poor, and my stepfather, you know, he was very abusive, man. He used to beat the crap out of me. Those childhood experiences and traumas certainly start to shape kind of what we're living for. Minimalism is about using our resources deliberately. With minimalism, I can look at the things in my life. I can look at where I'm putting my resources, not just my money, but like my time, my attention, my skills, my creativity. Love people and use things, because the opposite will never work.